back here with Overdrive. Now, the 150cc segment in the two-wheeler market is the most hotly contested at this point in time. The new entrant, that's the Yamaha FZ16, has created waves, so Sirish hits the road to find out which is the best 150.
It's a bright and sunny Sunday morning. Perfect weather for lying in, ordering in some beer and biryani, and getting ready to watch Rossi kick Stoner's butt yet again. But as you know, the racing season is over and we won't be seeing much of Rossi until next March. As a biker, what do? Well, you go out for a ride. And I'm particularly excited because today we have the FZ, Yamaha's latest muscle bike, and after the R15, this marks the coming of age, a return to form for Yamaha in India. But as a biker, riding alone is not that much fun, and that's why we have the rest of the Overdrive gang here, and they are riding the FZ's 150cc competitors. The Pulsar 150 GTSI, the Apache RTR, and the Hero Honda Hunk.
The FZ doesn't get the R15's highly strung liquid-cooled engine. She makes do with an air-cooled 150cc single that makes only 14 PS of power, the least in this lot. But with the low-down torque and short gearing, it makes it brilliant for pulling those wheelies. And that will make it a hit with the stunting community. Stunters will also love the excellent front disc brake and the monoshock at the rear that gives it exemplary handling and stability.
The FZ16 looks like it could handle an inline twin, an inline 4 even. But for India, what we get is a single-cylinder 150cc air-cooled engine. There are no 4-valve heads, there are no liquid cooling like on the R15. It's a simple engine and it makes the least power in the slot. It's just 14 PS. But that's not to say this is the slowest bike in the lot. The torquey nature of the engine and also the low gearing makes it perfectly suited to the street fighter role that this bike is made for.
Shumi was riding the Hunk and was impressed with the power delivery and the comfortable and accommodating riding position. The ride quality too is very good and straightline stability at speed is among the best in class. Being a Honda, you know this engine will last a lifetime, and with 14.4 PS of power, she's quick enough to keep the other bikes honest. This is a bike you will enjoy taking on long rides, but don't expect it to stoke the fires of youth.
The FZ16 is brilliant. It's focused, it knows what it's doing, and it does the street fighter role very well. And that's the problem with the Hunk. It doesn't know what it's doing. It does everything well, but it does nothing exceptionally. It's not the quickest, it doesn't handle the best, and neither is braking the best. And that's what we're going to find out, whether the Pulsar or the Apache RTR can do the job better than the Hunk.
What we have here is the third major iteration of the Pulsar range. And its 150cc twin-spark engine makes 14.2 PS of power. It gives the Pulsar a 0 to 60 time of 5.6 seconds, a tenth quicker than the Hunk, and it also has better overall fuel efficiency, 58.6 kmpl to the Hunk's 57.3 kmpl. Refinement though isn't on par with the Honda engine, and the clutch and gearbox on the Hunk are way better.
The Pulsar is the bike that started it all, started the craze for 150cc bikes. When the Pulsar was launched, I bought a 150 and I loved it. I loved the performance, I loved the handling. It was brilliant in every respect. But now times have moved on, bikes have become better, and sadly the Pulsar feels left behind. While the Pulsar won't give the FZ too many headaches, I have a feeling the Apache RTR will. Of course, the giveaway is in the name, RTR. That's Racing Throttle Response. And of course, there are TVS Racing decals on the side of it.
The RTR 160 uses its capacity advantage to good effect, making 15.5 PS of power, and that gives it a 0 to 60 time of 5.27 seconds. Dish out an additional 11,000 rupees and you get the RTR's fuel-injected sibling that makes 15.9 PS of power and that dropped the 0 to 60 time to 4.73 seconds. On the styling front, all Apaches now get tank shrouds and racing stripes, which make it much more attractive.
TVS claimed development of the RTR 160 was done on the racetrack, and while that might be true, the development was probably carried out by a rider of very small dimensions. For me, the RTR feels tiny, especially after the Pulsar. But of course, the compact dimensions have a great benefit in handling. The bike feels extremely frickable, extremely sporty to ride, and it's all aided by this fabulous engine that makes the most power in this lot. It makes the Apache the quickest to 100 and also with the highest top speed. What a day it's been, a fabulous day of biking. But we are here not just to have fun, we are here to evaluate the best of the 150s and find out if the FZ can outclass the bikes behind me. We'll start with the Pulsar. It is the oldest in this lot and has not had an upgrade in very long. And that means dynamically it's outclassed and build quality is not up there. The hunk, well, it's underestimated, but being a Honda, it's refined, it's comfortable, and it does everything that you could ask for. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything the best in class. And that's why the Apache is the best among these three. It's very powerful, you enjoy riding the bike, but dynamically and on the suspension front, it's not sorted. When you go fast down the corner, it tends to weave and bob. And that's why I think the FZ clinches it. It looks absolutely stunning and the mechanical package is sorted. It's a great bike to ride. Okay, it might cost 5,000 rupees more than the bikes behind me, but I think you should pay that premium because for that, you get a fabulous bike. But hey, where is the FZ?